This video is sponsored by Deep Cut Studios. For a wide range of fantastic gaming resources such as battle mats, dice trays and pre-painted bases, check out the description below.
Hi guys, welcome back to Team G Productions. My name is Tom.
And my name is Ian.
And we are going to be playing...
We're playing The Walking Dead.
Yeah, we're going to call this the veteran game because we've just got veteran skills for days, which is something we've not really used.
I don't think, have they ever been on the channel?
I think we used one or two, but we're going to do a full battle report of everyone having veteran skills pretty much.
Awesome.
So you're bringing some new?
I am. I'm bringing the Alexandria Safe Zone people. Nice. We're bringing Spencer, we're bringing Aaron, we're bringing Eric. So I'm really looking forward to getting 3 new characters on the board.
Yeah, some of the most recent releases. I'm going old school with the Scavenger, so right back to the start. Because now we've got the complete game, we can then pick and choose from factions.
We can, which is going to be excellent.
And I think this is the first battle report we've done since the official announcement of discontinuation. So you couldn't save it despite your rules committee privileges. But
I'm very sad about that.
Obviously, we're going to carry on playing and carry on putting it on the channel because it's literally one of the best systems.
It is, and with there being so many issues with the comics, you know, we can do all sorts of scenarios. This game is very much alive, which for a zombie game, it's quite a good thing to say, isn't it?
Right, let's show you the crews. We'll be back in a sec. And these are our crews for today's 200-point game. Nice little game. We've got some new boys. Who are you bringing?
I'm bringing the Alexandria Safe Zone with us. Ooh. Now, they've still got the Rick faction as their actual symbol, but really I like to think of these as their own faction. Anyway, sub-faction if you like. We've got Spencer Munro taking the lead here, 36 points. He's got a number of special rules. He's got Duplicitous, and he's got Look After number 1, so look out for those making an appearance in the game. He's equipped with a Remington 700 and a listening device.
He's raided Caddyshack.
This listening device came in that booster. I'm really excited to watch what that can do to the other team's plans.
Yeah, basically takes actions away, doesn't it?
It does.
Who else have we got?
We've also got Aaron, who I think is a really good character. I've given him a veteran skill of Scavenger because I thought that was quite thematic, given he's the recruiter for Alexandria. He also has a hunting knife and a net as well.
Scavenger is the one that allows you to draw 2 cards rather than 1 when you search.
It is, yes. So obviously, if we draw a booby trap, then we get a second chance of getting something else instead. And then finally, we've got Eric, who again got a veteran skill of Quick. He's also got the Gator Pro and a small knife.
And Quick is the double move one.
It is the double move. You can't run twice because obviously then you could basically get to the other side of the board, couldn't you? But still, it's a decent option.
So I've gone with the Scavengers, and obviously these guys have a veteran version anyway, but what I've done is I've taken the OG versions and given them veteran skills because that's what we're doing for this battle report. So leading the way, we have Derek, who's the Scavenger leader. He's got his leather jacket, his Beretta 82, and a tire iron, so standard. And he's got Pick Them Off, which I thought was very thematic, which basically means if he's attacking someone who's 8 inches away from an ally, he gets an extra red dice. So he's good at isolating people.
Yeah. Given I've only got 3 characters as well, you might get to see that actually,
as always, he's flanked by Patrick, who's equipped with Lucy, his basic baseball bat, which gives him rerolls. He's got a glass bottle, because I had 2 points spare, and that's cheap. It's like a ranged noise. Yeah. And he's got Dirty Fighter, which is thematic as well. So if he's losing combat, he gets to add a red dice immediately to his roll. We've got Sandra, who is the Scavenger. So I've given her the Scavenger skills, the same as you. She can draw 2 cards. She's got a K-bar combat knife, which is my new favourite kind of knife to give people, which helps her against walkers, basically makes her a bit of a Tara. And a first aid kit because she's nimble, she can get out of the way. And they've got Liam from Saving Private Liam fame, that battle report we did ages ago.
Great battle report.
With Ian Torrance, which was basically where we made him the hero he deserved to be. Liam's garbage, but one thing I've given him is a paper bag so that his low nerve doesn't ruin him. And his veteran skill is Distract because, as you can see by his model, he's clearly screaming. And this is actually a really strong ability. This is one where you throw your voice 6 inches. Nice. So you make noise, but you can do it somewhere else, just not on a model.
I think that's very useful.
Very useful. So 200 points overall, pretty much bang on between the two of us. A bit of new versus a bit of old. And we'll go set up the board and show you it next. And here we are all set up for today's game. You can see we're on the mean streets. The city streets of Atlanta. And we are pretty much ready to go. Now, you're in an interesting position because you've got 3 models here, mate. So you've very much favoured one side.
Yes.
So I'll talk through your deployment.
Yeah. Well, do you know, not that this was predetermined, but I was glad to take this board edge, actually, because of this big building. It meant I didn't have to spread out anywhere near as much.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nicely. We've got 5 supply counters on the board. The pretty symmetrically distributed, aren't
Yeah,
they?
there's one just hidden away here, but aside from that, we've done the normal kind of star layout.
Yeah, no, it's good. I've got Aaron and Eric, who are going to be my sweeper-uppers. Spencer Munro's going to be doing his own thing, as he does, to be fair.
Yeah, I've put Liam and Sandra together because I think they'll work well, and then we've got Derek and Patrick, who we know are the muscle. But you've said it's quite a dense board at the start. Once the walkers move, I think there'll be lots of pockets of space, but at the moment we've got to be very careful about where we're making noise.
Absolutely.
We've rolled for priority. Obviously, the good guys, scavengers, have won.
Yeah. So, are they the good guys in this, really? I don't
know. But we'll get started with turn 1. So let's go with the great heroic Liam to start with before he just explodes or cries or run away. He's going to walk. We've just said this is just decorative terrain, so he's basically going to walk to this position here. And he's going to throw his voice in. He's going to do a looping scream.
Oh!
Over to, we basically measured it here, whatever the point that is closer to this walker than the others, which is pretty much the edge of this terrain. So this walker's going to be like, oh, what was over there?
I like that.
Conveniently leave a little bit of room for me to go and search. That's both of his actions. That's nice and easy.
Right, I'm going to activate everyone's favourite safe zone recruiter, Aaron. And he is going to perform a run action to here, and that's going to pull this walker off that token.
He has such a magnetic personality. That
he does have it, he does, doesn't he? He does.
Right, Patrice for me, he's going to just sprint. He can get himself into base contact with this token, but then it will just pull in the nearest walker towards him. So he can introduce it to, what do we call this bat? Lucy, like the cheaper version with the Christmas lights on. That's him done. First
use of a veteran skill for Eric coming in here. He is quick, which means he can actually perform 2 move actions.
He's been working on his cardio.
He has. But not only has he been working on his cardio, he's been working on keeping it quiet as well. Because
basically, ninja cardio.
He's going to perform 2 sneak actions, which, yes, that does add up to 1 run action, but it's no noise, which I think is important.
He shadow steps.
Exactly. So he's just going to sneak to here and then sneak into base contact with that token.
Sandra's going to go. She's simply just going to make a sneak action to here. She's not quite as quick as your gym boy,
no,
but she is conveniently within 4 inches of the marker, so she's just going to hang out there until next turn to search it.
Makes sense. Okay, my last activation is Spencer, who has got the beautiful listening device equipped with him.
Just explain this to me. It's a bit of a douche move that's coming up here, right? Isn't it?
It is a douche move, but... You see, it's all on the card.
Don't just read the card off camera. Right, what are you going to do? Explain to people what you're going to do. It's a completely free thing as well.
Okay, right, well, to be fair, I'm going to move first, actually.
Actually do an action.
Yeah, I'll do an action first. What is beautiful about this listening device is that it doesn't cost an action to actually do it. Now,
and require line of sight.
Or require line of sight or anything like that. So essentially, I'm going to listen in on Sandra.
And what she's thinking. You're going to read her mind.
Well, maybe she just whispered it to Liam.
She goes to Liam, I'm going to search that token.
So basically, Sandra is going to need to roll a black dice. If she gets a blank, she'll lose an action in her next activation.
Hey, off camera, it's a shield.
Just about.
You can't hear her thoughts.
It's there for next time as well, though, isn't it?
Yep, you're going to have initiative next turn, so you can just do it again.
Probably will, to be honest.
Rude. Any other actions? Or any actual second actions?
No, I don't see there's anything else to do because I'm not shooting. That'd be a suicide at the minute.
Right, round off the turn then, it's big boss man Derek, and he's going to very simply just kind of run around to here, snaking his run, slaloming.
I like it.
And just draw in El Prisoner Walker, because I don't particularly want to go quite into that cluster, because I feel like a rough event card is going to be bad news.
The game will be won in that central.
Absolutely, especially with this central. We just said the central treasure is going to be really important. So let's go see what we've got for an event card. That was a nice straightforward end of turn 1, wasn't it? We're all kind of just jockeying for position. So what have we got in the event card, mate?
We are getting Dawn Breaks.
Oh, this is one of the new night fighting ones that I've shuffled in.
It is. Add 1 to the threat level, then shuffle a card back into the deck and draw another. I assume there'll be one about darkness descending.
Yeah, it gets rid of the nighttime one. So we're on threat level 2, but we need to draw something else.
Super. So, surrounded, the player with initiative must choose 1 standing survivor, friend or foe, place the kill zone over that model. Blue dice walkers immediately enter play, but instead of being placed at the edges of the table, they're placed outside the edges of the template. Now, could you imagine if you wanted to put that over your own models?
Yeah, that seems absolutely insane. So I'll pick someone in a second. I'm going to roll dice to the walkers. 3 you will appear next to one of your characters. So
marvellous.
Let me pick and we'll cut back. So, Eric, how's it going?
Do you know what, though? You could have picked any of them and it would have screwed me over.
I picked Eric because he's in the middle, so basically there's a walker next to each of your characters.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
My problem is it's not even Eric that's my issue, it's Spencer's not got a melee weapon. I don't want him near walkers.
No, and that takes up to threat level 3, but we do have combat, so we're going to go already into low threat, which is going to be quite tasty. So let's see how we do. Okay, I'll lead the way then. So we're going to go with Bossman Derek. He's got a tire iron to go with his normal white melee, so he's going to attack this walker. He gets 3.
You get a 1.
Yeah, we succeed. We knock it on its bum. And then we've got Patrick. So Patrick is armed with Lucy, which is his normal baseball bat.
Yeah.
So it's a white and a red, but I get an extra I get a red reroll.
Yeah. 1. Oh,
Just
bloody hell.
Dead. Obliterates it straight off the bat. Literally straight off the
I
bat.
hope mine is as successful as yours.
And then we'll go over to yours, mate.
I'm going to save that net for when it's...
You don't want to catch a walker?
Yeah, I don't want to catch a walker yet because I can see that there might be a better time for it. So we're going to just scrap with the hunting knife for now.
Right, it's Aaron versus a walker.
Yeah, we get 2.
Go on, walker.
Yeah, that'll do.
Pushes it away, knocks it prone.
That will do. That will do.
And that'll take us through. And at the end of turn 1, the walker that Derek knocked down has got straight back up.
There it has.
But Aaron has done a more significant hit with his hunting knife.
He's professional, that's why. Isn't he?
No bites or anything, so we're going to go to your initiative now. Thoughts, plans? Now you've got this little horde around you.
Those walkers have upset me greatly. I'm still going to be able to get a supply token next turn.
Yes.
But then I think it's going to be a case of scrapping my way out of this trouble, to be honest.
I think that's going to be a huge part, isn't it? So let's see how you do as you take the initiative.
Okay, so we're going to go with Eric to start things off and find out what the supply token is.
Grab it before the walkers get to him.
Exactly, basically why we've got the chance. And we're getting riot gear, which is amazing.
Very nice.
Because he's not got any body armour equipped at the minute, so that is fantastic. Your opponent must discard 1 die of their choice from their attack rolls against this survivor.
Ooh.
Perfect, that, isn't it? Super, so we'll put that onto Eric. We'll take the...
Like if someone leaves riot gear in a car park.
Well, you just never know when you're going to come across it, do you? And then the second action is going to be a sneak action because I'm obviously going to need to start hacking away at these walkers.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we're going to do Sandra now just before Ian completely tries to screw her over.
I really had thought about going with Spencer first, but I couldn't bring myself to do it to you.
So she's going to sneak to here and she's going to attempt to pick this up, but I get to use one of my veteran skills, which is Scavenger. So when I perform search action, I get to pick up 2 cards and I choose which one I get. So I have picked up an ammo reload and 2x4.
Excellent.
Neither outstanding. Not as good as your riot gear, but I'm going to...
The riot gear was perfect for me, actually.
I think she's going to pocket the ammo reload because she's relatively close to Derek and I feel like that's useful for them.
Yeah, definitely. You can see from the way the movement tool's laid down what I'm going to do. I was genuinely thinking off camera to make Aaron go for that centre one by the cars. But the issue there is he's walking into a really, really tricky situation. He wouldn't have a route out, lots of walkers there. Derek, Sandra coming in close. I think it's too risky.
We've also said Patrick is pretty much unguarded on the other side of the board with 2 supply counters, so you kind of do need to go and resist that.
No, absolutely. So Aaron is just going to run, following that tool, getting to here. That's going to pull the nearest walker in.
It'll be the one next to the bus stop, actually, mate.
Oh, would it not be that one?
Actually, no, you're close to that one. You're all good.
Yeah, super duper. In that one goes. Excellent stuff.
Liam's going to go for me. He's going to use his operatic voice again. So he's going to sprint just to this side of this lamppost so this walker kind of clatters into it. And then he's going to attempt to throw his voice. So I'm going to try and choose a careful point here. I want it basically closer to her than these two. So I'm going to throw it to about that position there, I think. Just to make her walk towards it. So he's going to create noise, pull that walker away to hopefully free this up a little bit more and add a little bit more chaff going in your direction.
Superb. I'm intending on quite a big play here, Tom, I'm not going to lie. I've only got Spencer left to activate. Now, my issue with Spencer, and I knew this when I built the list, but we build fluffy lists, don't we?
We do.
He doesn't have a melee weapon. So, obviously, given he's got a gun, which will bring walkers towards him, that could be a problem, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So, Spencer's going to start off with a little sneak action, which is going to take him to here to give him a nice line of sight on Liam, and we're going to try and delete him.
Poor Liam.
I know, it's what we're going to try and do anyway.
So you got 4 red dice to my 1 red.
Yes, which is amazing because he's got a 26-point gun. He's got the Remington 700. So let's see what that does. Oh, it does nothing.
2?
He'll survive that.
Well, I'll take a point of damage.
That's really, really disappointing.
Liam appreciates... I mean, Liam only has 3 wounds left now, but he only has 4 wounds total.
That's poor, though.
Interesting is you caused mayhem.
I have caused mayhem. So this walker nearest to Spencer is just going to charge him. This one is going to probably engage in Eric.
That one probably walk over there.
Yeah,
We've mentioned these will all clatter into cars and stuff. Yeah. She's interesting, actually.
Oh, she is interesting. I missed her before.
6. She'll go to like there.
Damn it. That's not good. I think Eric hasn't got a net. That could be a bit of an issue. We'll see what happens.
We've added threats, that takes us up to 5. Technically, you can't take any more actions, but don't worry, you've got a card that doesn't involve actions, does it?
It's going to just make Patrick find out what he's talking about, basically, with his listening.
What he's going to think about too. So I need a shield for this to avoid you from reading my thoughts.
Basically.
He becomes a forgetful boy.
He does. So he only gets one activation.
Well then. Over to me then, I've got 2 activations on the bounce. We're going to go with a nice and easy one to start with. We're going to go with Derek. He's going to sprint into base contact with this supply token, gathering the attention of this walker to keep them away from Liam and Sandra.
That makes sense.
And then Patrick's forgotten how to do stuff.
Yeah, he has.
So he's going to, rather than search, 'cause I think it's relatively safe here, famous last words, I'm going to throw in my glass bottle. So you can see we put a little TNG token here. So this is basically just a ranged noise blast.
Nicely done, to be fair.
So he's got 1 red dice for a shoot. He gets 2 more red dice added to this. I need a crit for it to land where I want it to. Otherwise, you can reposition it 3 inches. So we do get the crit. So it will create noise. The nearest walker will move towards it.
Yep.
I should have measured this even further because it would have been that one. But this guy, either way with move-ins, is going to walk to that position there to see what the noise is about.
Nicely done.
And that will bring us to the event phase. And as we go into the event phase of turn 2, you've got some rough combats coming up, mate.
I feel like having fewer activations has probably not been wise.
I think the combination of the event card, throwing voice, and a bottle
it's been very, very well
my scavenger
played.
junk.
I mean, doing that shot was possibly not the wisest call.
It absolutely was with like 4 red dice. You'd expect it. But red dice giveth and taketh away, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Liam should absolutely be in the ground.
Yeah. Right, event card then.
Event card.
Super. We get night fighting.
So we've just had dawn, but now it's night. So it's been a whole day that round.
I'd like the way I rationalise this in my head is like thick cloud cover.
It's the Midlands, essentially.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Right, so night fighting. The following rules apply at all times. Line of sight and range on all weapons and abilities is limited to 8 inches, so to be fair, I wouldn't have been able to get that shot off again.
No, just as well.
Yeah, noise and mayhem will apply as normal. The threat level is advanced by 1 at the end of each turn, and in solo scenarios, which this isn't, it would advance by 2.
And we need to draw that dawn card that got shuffled back in to end this.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
so we might not do, because we've got a nice big event deck.
Yeah, so we're going to advance the threat again. So we're on to threat level 6 because there is combat. And let's go see how these go, mate.
This is going to be tricky. If I make it through this turn alive, I'll actually be quite happy.
Yep.
To be honest. We're going to start with Spencer, though, because Spencer is my big worry, given he doesn't have a melee weapon.
You can just butt them with the gun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you know, that should be a thing. That should be a thing in this game. It
so
really
first
should.
is 1 walker.
Yep, so it's just red v red, isn't it?
Yep.
And we get blank. That's not good. Hey, that'll do.
Good.
That'll do us. Well done,
Survivors win the draws.
Lovely. Right now, Aaron. Oh no, we'll do Eric next because we'll just work our way along. Eric, he's got his Gator Pro, which is decent. So we've got a total of 3 red dice. The issue here, obviously, he's facing 4 walkers.
Yeah, I'll let you set the par, mate.
Yeah. Also, what is good is his riot game means that there'll be 1 red dice fewer, which that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
That is good. Right, so your par is 2.
Okay, I'm just going to put this here because I'm going to need these red dice.
Yeah,
These
no
are the
worries.
2. So we get 1 dice for the first walker, 2 for the second, 3 for the third, 4 for the fourth, -1 because of your riot gear.
Oh, for God's sake,
Well,
Eric.
red dice are reliable, apparently.
All I'm going to say is, who's Eric anyway? You know, he's hardly in it, is he?
8? How much health does he have?
8. He has 4 health.
Right, 8 minus 2 would be 6.
I know.
So unfortunately,
he is gone. But that's so disappointing because he has the flipping token as well.
He does. So we'll push the walkers away.
Yeah.
Obviously, he'll get replaced with a prone walker.
He will.
So we'll exchange him.
Technically, it should be an armoured walker as well, but
Is
maybe
it? Oh, because he's in riot gear as well. But
exactly.
it'll be fine. And then you can put your.
he becomes an old man apparently, according to this.
Yeah,
walker.
yeah. That
Do you want to put your token down in base contact with him?
Yes. Well, don't. But yes. There it goes. Lovely.
And then we've got Aaron.
Right, Aaron, trying to keep us in the game. He's going to use his net.
Okay.
The net is very nice. It basically means we throw it over one of these walkers to get it out of the game. So we'll throw it over this guy. So he's pushed back and laid pro.
So we've just got 2 walkers.
Yeah.
So there's 3
and
red
we've got
dice.
a chrome token for the...
yes, I'll get it
for that guy.
How many
under
dice is
the net.
Aaron rolling?
Aaron isn't bad. He's rolling red and white because he's got a hunting knife.
Gets blank.
I really feel like I've had bad luck today.
A point of damage.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
So we'll just create the separation this
Lovely.
way around him, I think. So how much is he down to now?
He's down to 4 health.
Awesome. I'll go deal with my Derek and the 1 walker, mate. We'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Well,
I'm not happy. Alexandria is not happy right now.
Derek's going to whack this walker, 2 white dice.
There's nothing we can do about that. Oh,
whoa,
it was a decent roll, actually,
valiant effort, but he still brains it. And that'll bring us to the end phase. And here we are at the end of turn 2, and we're never going to preempt and say this is going to be the shortest battle ever, because they usually go forever then, but...
Yes, that's true. All I'm going to say is we were only offering you guys to come to the Alexandria safe zone, and this is how you've repaid us.
They get wrecked by the scavengers, but...
Although actually, in fairness, you haven't really done that much to us. It's been the walkers.
Yeah, I think one rough event card can screw us either way now, because there's a big corner of walkers there hanging out. Now, we've increased the threat again by 1 because we're still night fighting, which can be interesting, affecting the range. And we're up to level 7, and the initiative will go to me, but you've managed to roll for every walker to stand up.
I know, and they're all near me.
Yep, so we'll see how we go as we go into turn 3. So first activation of turn 3, let's get it out of the way before I start getting my thoughts red again. So Derek is going to pick up this token and he's going to see what happens to be next to this car. He gets a hunting knife. Very nice. That might be nice to hand off to someone else. I don't think Derek really needs it with his tire iron.
Oh, that's good.
And then he's going to try and vault over a car. Now, we all know what I'm like with climb tests.
I hope he can't make it. I'm not going to lie.
Need a shield here. Loves it. He
done
just effortlessly skids across the bonnet.
He's a trained athlete, isn't he?
And then he's just going to point at Aaron and be like, you!
Right then, Spencer's got to get out of here now.
Tactical reposition.
He's the guy that basically looks after number 1. Let's get out of there, Spencer. So he's going to perform a run action. So his first 4 inches, like so. Second 4 inches, getting just around the car. So he gets to about here, pulls in the nearest walker, like so. And that's as good as he's going to get, I think.
It's a good reposition considering how many walkers are in that car park.
It is. I have to reposition in that situation.
Me.
Getting that opera voice ready.
Liam is going to walk to here. He's going to throw his voice. Now, I can't target a character, but I can target a spot.
Yeah.
I'm going to target the spot between the lamppost and your base.
Of course, you bloody well are. There he goes. Nicely done.
There we go. Easy peasy. And 2 more activations now. Patrick's going to go. Now his thoughts aren't being read. He's going to search this marker. Let's see exactly what he gets. He gets...
Ooh,
Lurker.
That'll do.
I suppose this is my comeuppance.
Yeah, it's because you've got to have something negative to eventually.
Searching model suffers a melee attack with 2 red dice. I may only defend. It's subject to bitten if you roll it, so I'll let you roll them, mate.
I'd like 2 twos with headshots, please. Yeah. All right, to be fair,
2 successes is not too bad, and he can only defend. Patrick is 2 red dice on his defense.
I should be alright then with 2 red.
See how he does. No, he takes 2 damage. That's not nice. That knocks him down to 2 health.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal, because he's got one of my markers now.
He does, doesn't he? But the thing is, I'm struggling to even get one, so...
Thing is, Sandra has got a first aid kit.
She does?
So
she's a long way away at the minute.
Yeah, she's a long way. Right, screw it. I'm going to run to this marker here.
Well, she's further away from him now.
Yeah, I think still that walker's the closest one, so I think if I just walk to the shallow side of it, pull this walker in.
Nice.
Because if he loses, then he's just going to explode into confetti.
Yeah.
Sandra, similar kind of situation. She's going to run... Don't think she can get a base through there. She's going to go 4 to there, 4 to there.
Nicely done.
Pull this walker in, and that'll take us to the event phase. Yeah, my low health pools here might start to swing this the other way. So this is why we don't preempt and say the game's in the bag.
That is true. That is true.
We've had 1 walker move into Aaron. Everything else has been pretty straightforward. So do you want to draw us an event card, mate?
Yes, and we are getting... Oh, it's the favourite.
There it is.
It's the favourite when you're losing anyway, because there's a storm coming.
So it takes us immediately up to threat 8, but you draw 2 more new cards.
Yes, absolutely. So we're getting Feeding Frenzy to begin with.
So we are technically still on low nerve.
We are, yep. So we are rolling a black dice for each survivor engaged in melee. I've got 2. How many have you got?
I also have 2.
Excellent, perfect. And then for each shield rolled, the model loses a health point.
Right, so I'll go with Sandra.
Yep.
Fine.
Oh, of course she is.
And we'll go with Patrick, who really can't afford to lose more wounds. So of course he does.
That'll do.
He's
down
to 1 health. How about you?
Right, well, I can guarantee I'm going to get shields here. Aaron, yeah,
he's all good.
Spencer.
Takes the
damage. It's one each, I suppose, then, isn't it?
Nothing else added to the threat, though.
Nope.
And then another card.
Okay, so I was just marking the Spencer's wound. He's now down to 4 wounds. So he's a decent starting point, 5 wounds for him.
It is.
The second card, so he's getting carried away there, is Frayed Nerves. Still on low threat. One model with a low nerve. I don't have any.
Liam.
There we go then. He's going to create noise.
Okay, so Liam will scream. Nearest walker, one of these two?
Yeah, yellow possibly.
Yeah, she is, well, she'll easily get in 6 inches there.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't as complicated as it could have been.
It wasn't. We've been left with a lot of melee.
Yes, and we're going to have +1 to the threat, which means we are now into medium, so Liam is going to be unappreciative of that situation.
Yeah, he's not going to like that. He has a paper bag, though?
He does have a paper bag, and he is near Derek's kill zone. That was the kind of intention to hopefully stop any nasty event cards, but still he's got a walker and bite
Nicely planned.
So let's get to the melee phase. Okay, my melee to start with. We're going to go with Sandra because she's got nimble, so on her shield I just run away, essentially.
Super.
No, so she's going to have to stand and fight. So she has got a red dice for her melee, and because of her K-bar combat knight, she gains a white dice versus walkers.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be fine then.
So I'll let you roll first, mate.
Prison Walker gets a blank.
Gets a blank. Sandra gets 2, so not killed, but just knocked on his bum.
Nice.
And prone. We'll then have Liam.
This is where I've got something I can gain here.
Yeah, Liam's just got a red dice.
Police officer gets 1.
Okay. Liam gets 1.
That's
just as well. He shrugs her off. And then Patrick. So Patrick has got 2 red dice with a reroll if he needs it.
It should be okay then.
Yeah.
The walker.
Famous last word.
Oh.
Okay.
Giving you a challenge if nothing else.
So I've got 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not losing the dice roll there. So I don't have to use Dirty Fighter.
I wouldn't gamble.
And I don't have to just go away.
Yeah,
just go away.
Too risky that.
Yeah, the bite doesn't count until the actual damage goes through. So that was safe enough for me. And we'll go over to yours, mate.
Super duper. Right, we'll start with Spencer, who's there modelling that lovely blue anorak. Let's see how he does. He gets a blank.
Walker gets 1.
Oh, that's him down to 3 health.
And he pens you back into the car park. That's the less desirable part of that.
Yeah, it is actually.
Aaron's used his net now.
He has. It was 1 use only.
Okay.
I'm afraid. So that's been burned now.
So he's got 3 walker dice.
Yeah, it's basically the same combat as he had last time. I think at the end of it. He gets. That's good. That's
should
good.
Be fine here. Yeah, that's 2 blanks that have just gone off. So he'll kill 1 walker, not 1 prone. I'll let you choose which one you want to kill.
I'm going to kill this one in front of him there, just to give a path to Derek.
No worries, and she is going to be pushed away and knocked prone.
Super duper.
2 more though, holding on. And at the end of turn 3, we've had a walker get up, but still got 1 down by Sandra.
Yeah.
And you are going to gain the initiative as we go into turn 4.
I am going to need it to try and do some nasty shenanigans, I think.
Now, it's still night time, so the threat still goes up. So we're on level 10 now. So that is going to keep creeping. It's like single player, isn't it? It's going to keep creeping up and up and up. Thoughts now then? Because actually it's kind of eased back in your favour a little bit.
Well, you say that. You say it's in my favour. You have how many tokens?
The pendulum has swung back towards your favour.
It has a little
might not be there yet, but yeah, I've got 3.
Yeah, basically need to try and start killing things.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick being on 1 health is definitely an attractive option.
That's a big help.
Right, let's see what we do. We've got all the technical markers out here. I've introduced you into steppers.
Yeah, I had never seen these before, but they are really good.
This is when you know you're a try-hard wargamer, when you have steppers.
It really is. But the reason I wanted it was I was trying to screw Tom over. I'm not even going to pretend I wasn't.
I've actually facilitated this. I said, do you want steppers to screw me over here? Yeah, sure. How?
Now, I can't screw him over as much as I want, but what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to run into the bus stop to get into base contact with the supply token, and that's going to pull a walker into base contact with Patrick.
Yeah, you wanted to be in base contact with Patrick here, but you would have been closer to this walker, not this one.
And
but if you go here,
advantage.
I'll let you move him.
Yeah, super. Here we go. So he runs around, landing here.
And then this walker will go towards him, but will then clatter into Patrick.
And now Aaron's just chilling in the bus station.
Chilling in the bus station, waiting for him to
die,
wrecked.
and then we can pick up a token, hopefully. Who knows?
I feel like we're just exchanging ways to screw each other over. That's what this game is.
Yeah.
So Sandra's going to go. She's going to go for a little bit of a gutsy play. She's going to sprint herself to here.
Nice.
So this walker will clatter into this generator. And then that should mean that she's within 2 of Patrick. just about 100 a little bit further, so that means that
Super.
walker will basically hit there. And she's going to try and use her first aid kit, so I can discard this card to restore blue health to either me or a friendly model in my kill zone.
Nice.
So Patrick heals 3.
Wow.
Patrick is on
flipping
full
heck.
health.
Of course he is.
Yep. So Florence Nightingale, Sandra runs in.
That adds insult to injury.
Live for today, and he's a little bit more survivable.
Okay, it's Spencer then. Spencer he's kind of hiding there behind those cars in the car park.
I just said to you, I was like, you can vault over the van, and you're like, no.
I was thinking, no, it's not a bad idea, but I've got other things to be thinking
Other
of.
rifle story.
Yes, so we're going to have a listen in on Derek, see what he's up to.
Even in the night, he can just point this at the sky and hear what people...
It's just amazing.
So I need a shield. You read Derek's thoughts.
There we
He's
go.
one action less.
Perfect. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just talking with radios, these guys. And listening to that. Maybe that's how it works. Anyway, the second, that's not his activate, not an action, is it? But his one action is going to be just to engage here. Because what I'd like to do is clear that out and then get away, basically.
Lovely. Over to me then, and Liam is going to go. He would panic, but he's in Derek's kill zone.
That's
so
nicely played.
Be more afraid of me. I use his nerve value, which is high. He's going to sneak himself round the back of this walker, so there's going to be combat again with her. But he's then going to make noise. He's going to throw his beautiful operatic voice to this
Spencer.
lady, and she's going to walk just to there,
Poor Spencer.
just to add to the queue. Derek, on the other hand, he's a slow boy. His mind's are being wiped by... His tinfoil hat isn't quite on.
It's not.
So he might just try and hold his nerve, just to try and see if we can offset the fact that it's nighttime. Fails, that's fine. Okay, event phase off turn 4 then. We've had a few moves-ins, Liam and Sandra have got more walkers to deal with.
That's fine by me. That's more than fine by me.
You need a good event card here.
I do, and we get one. We get roamers. Which for medium threat is each player rolls a blue dice and moves that many eligible walkers in the direction of their choice.
Lovely, so...
That could be handy.
Let's see how we do. I get 2.
Nicely done. I get... I only get 1. Oh.
We'll move those and we'll cut back. And we have moved our walkers. You've...
I think I've won in the short term and getting another combat in, but you've blocked Spencer's route here very, very well.
Yeah, so you've engaged Liam, and I've basically just pulled these two downwards.
Poor Spencer.
They're teaching for firing a gun at Liam at the start of the game.
Do you know, with hindsight...
That's the turning point of this game.
that was a poor decision, but still.
Right, so we do have combat, so threat will go up by 1, so we're on to 11, and you'll be leading the way, mate.
Let's start with Spencer then. He's my only melee this turn, and I was just saying to Tom off camera, he's probably had more melee than anyone else in my faction, even though he's the one without the melee weapon. So let's see what he can do with the butt of that rifle. He gets a 1.
Walker also gets a 1. You win all times.
Need to kill that walker, that's the problem.
Let's go with Liam.
Super, now Liam's outnumbered, so...
3 red dice versus his 1.
Has he got a melee weapon?
No.
Oh,
he's got a paper bag. He gets 1. One
okay.
success.
We get...
that's enough to murder Liam. So,
that's what he wants to do, that flipping gun before, isn't it?
So he dies. Fortunately, he has no tokens on him, which is kind of good news. He becomes a familiar-looking walker.
I just think it's evened things up a bit in terms of numbers on the board, though.
It definitely has, in terms of activations.
Yeah.
So let's go to the other side of the board.
Super duper.
Okay, Sandra then, she's going to try and see if she can nimble away. She does not. Her nimble is not working for her.
Yes, twice that's failed.
So red and white dice then, because of her hunting knife.
Lovely.
She gets 2.
Walker gets 1.
Awesome. So she will push this walker lady away.
That barricade is
It's taken a beating, hasn't it?
Yeah,
it's the problem with all the pretty terrain, just gets smashed.
It does look nice, though.
Patrick, on the other hand, is a white and a red with a reroll and with an extra dice if he loses.
Walker gets 1.
2 with a headshot. He just
kills it.
obliterates her. And that'll take us to the end phase. End of turn 4, going into turn 5, and all the walkers stayed down.
That was good news. That was good news.
So I'm down a character now, so... Thoughts?
You're down a character, you still have more activations.
I do, and I have priority, which I think is going to make the difference here.
Yeah.
So any things you're thinking here?
I'm disappointed Spencer's still trapped.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to vault something,
yeah,
can't
that's
you?
my biggest disappointment, to be honest.
I'll see what I can do with Aaron with Patrick there. So let's go into turn 5 with priority going to the scavengers. First activation of turn 5 then, I'm going to go with Sandra. She is going to sprint around the back of this. She's got all the movement in the world, and she's going to go and engage Aaron to take away the fact that he's contesting that supply marker.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have this walker be the nearest one who's just going to bash into this. Now my hope is then that I can nimble away
It's failed
in the melee phase. So
failed you twice.
taking the activation away in the hope that I don't get stabbed in the face.
I'm going to change my tactic now because the walkers have pulled in the other direction. that little horde of walkers there. So he's going to sneak this time into that walker and try
It's
to
like
take
two
that one
walkers
out.
are just playing Pong with him.
It basically is, but eventually he will kill one of them.
Your famous last words. How much health is he on?
He's got 3 left.
Right, Patrice, seeing as this marker has been taken, let's try and grab it. So, Aaron's not contesting it now.
Nope.
So, I'm going to pick this up. We get... why do I get the bad one? Booby trap. Right, it's even out for the event cards now, right?
It has.
The searcher model suffers a white and red attack, ranged attack, with a blast keyword, which will cause mayhem. Then discard this card.
That's going to get all of us then, isn't it?
Yeah, blast is the one like with the bottle that if you don't roll a headshot, you can move it, but we never play that with this because that's stupid.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because we're basically triggering the trap here, aren't we? We're not throwing something.
So it's 2-inch blast, which means that it won't quite hit this walker, but it'll hit all 3 of these guys.
Right, nice.
So I'll let you set the pile, white and a red dice, mate.
Oh, 2.
2. Okay, so Patrick will go first. He has 2 red dice. Nice defense.
Oh,
He's okay.
fine.
He shrugs it off. Sandra has got a white dice on her defense. She takes a damage. That's okay. That's not too bad.
Good.
Puts her on 3. Aaron.
Right, come on, Aaron. He's got a good defense. Yeah, that'll do us.
And then a walker is eviscerated because it's prone.
Oh, right,
So
yeah,
I presume she's dead, isn't it, basically? However, that will now cause mayhem. So we'll add 1 to the threat, which will take us up to level 13, and we'll move some walkers. And as you can see, we've had some walkers just come and shuffle in. And
I think that's worked out quite well for me.
Quite well, I think, yeah.
It stopped you getting 2-on-1 against me.
Exactly. It means Patrick's got to waste his time with the walker. So we'll activate Derek, seeing as he's the last guy going. He's just going to take a sprint action because he's going to try and see if he can get to this now that's quieted down a little bit. So he's going to thread his way through, pull in this walker with noise, and obviously this one will come into him in the melee phase. Ooh, bit of a risk with Derek. He's kind of doubly engaged now.
Yeah, I think you're going for a 5-0 win here.
I don't think we've had a 5-0.
I don't think we've ever had a 5-0, and I think I am now aiming to stop you doing that.
Trying to prohibit such a thing happening.
If I do, I don't think I'll ever be able to bring the Alexandria Safe Zone back onto the channel.
Right, so we'll draw an event card. We get, +2, The Walking Dead.
Oh.
So we are in high threat now. It takes us to 15. So we have to do what medium threat says first, which is 2 blue dice worth of walkers enter play and then move towards the nearest survivor.
Oh.
And then all prone walkers stand up. So I've got priority 2. So we get to 1 each.
Yeah.
So we'll put those on the table and we'll stand up the prone walkers. So we've done exactly what you'd expect. We've put a walker next to 2 people that are near the edge.
Yeah,
so we've got Eric, who's having a bad day now, and Sandra, who's having a bad day. So +1 to threat because there's melee, which means we're on 16, which I think we go to 17 at the end of the turn because of night fighting.
We will be doing.
So we basically have 1 turn left after this, which you will have the priority.
And I'm not going to let you win 5-0.
I mean, Derek will have to pull out a hell of a Hail Mary that doesn't involve walkers getting to him, but we can try it. Right, then we're going to lead with the bus stop brawl.
That could be the title of this battle,
Sandra's going to try and nimble away because she's a ninja. So come on, get it this time.
Oh, no!
Screw you, Aaron, and your walker bonus. She
that's
moonwalks
very
out of
annoying.
combat.
Because I did start to think to myself, if we get a bit lucky with this roll here, we could really do
Get out of there. And then Patrick is against a solitary walker. He's white and a red. He kills it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that went too well for me, that.
And then we'll go to the side of the board.
Right, Spencer is now outnumbered, so come on, Spencer, do your thing with that gun.
Yeah. Gun butt.
Gun butts, let's see what he gets. He gets a 1.
Okay, 3 red dice for the walkers.
Oh, no.
So that would be 3 damage. How much has he got left?
He has 3 damage left.
So he dies
He does.
in a flurry of being bitten and basically becomes
Poor Spencer.
a prone old man walker.
He does.
I need to paint some new walkers.
I think they're nice walkers, Tom.
They're beautiful, they're
nice.
great. Yeah, contrast paint save the day. So, Derek is against 2 walkers though.
Yep, so that's 3
He
dice.
has 2 white dice though because he's angry and has a tire
He
iron.
should be fine mathematically.
He has a leather jacket, he will absolutely be fine. Yep, he's going to need to, I think. I get 3. Well, sometimes we don't draws, so that's fine. Push these guys away, and that'll take us to the end phase. And here we are at the end of turn 5, and Aaron left standing.
I know, it's a shame. He's the best character on the board for me.
He is high nerve though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. 4 points high nerve.
I only have Derek with high nerve, so actually Sandra and Patrick might panic, and you've got the priority as we go into this. So,
Lovely.
Thoughts? Are you going to try and zero in on Patrick?
I'd love to try and take Patrick off the board. If I can take Patrick off the board, I'll be a happy bunny.
Is that the moral victory?
Yes.
Right, so +1 to the threat means we're on 17, which means bar a miracle, the game is ending next turn. So, let's go to it with you leading the way, mate.
Right then, so I'm going to move Aaron, and Aaron is going to just engage Patrick for one final showdown in that bus shelter there. There we go.
Finale of the bus stop brawl.
It is, yeah.
Right, my two activations then. By the absolute margin of 4 inches, Derek is within range to pick up this token.
I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
He's going to sacrifice his life, basically.
I'm so
to pick this up.
unhappy, you would not believe.
You hadn't mentioned the 5-0, and now I was like, oh,
I know.
actually.
This is a tabling. This is shocking.
It does unfortunately put him within 2 of that Walker. I think just out of that one, but bad things could happen. I'm going to try and do something semi-clever. So this Walker is going to engage Patrick at the end of this. So Sandra is going to come round and engage Aaron, because what will happen is the combat will split between Patrick and Walker.
Yeah.
And Sandra might be able to nimble away.
That makes sense.
Might do. So let's see what the event phase has to say about it. Well, it's not often that the entire game goes in my favour, so I'm going to enjoy my time in the sun.
I bet you are. I remember there was one a couple of months ago where we played the Whisperers, and it really went against you in that one, didn't it?
I think the Whisperer faction goes against everybody. Aftermath was a hard one last time as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we've done, we just need to move literally 2 Walkers in, don't we, mate?
Yeah.
And then we're on to the event phase.
Lovely. Oh, thematically, dawn breaks.
Oh, my time in the sun. It's the end. We've gone through 2 whole days, apparently, in this battle.
Oh, dear.
So we end the night fighting.
As I said before, I resolved this in my head with clouds. There's no way that could
This is me moving up north away from the Midlands. I get to see the sun now. So luckily, even though threats wouldn't go up at the end of the turn, we still will because we have combat.
Yeah, exactly. And also we have to draw another event card as well, with us being on a medium to high threat.
Right.
So we get Rouse Lurkers, which is +1 to the threat, takes us to 18.
So we shuffle the Lurker card back in depth, that doesn't matter.
We do, and then red dice walkers would be in contact with each supply, but we haven't got any at this stage. And then 2 blue dice worth of walkers enter play.
Do you want to roll the mush lie?
You go for it.
It makes no difference, does it?
You get a 6.
3.
I got 3.
I mean, it's not going to affect the game,
No,
is it?
it's not,
And the game is going to end, so we won't bother rolling for those. We've got +1 combat, which means this is going to be it. Let's do some melee. Can we appreciate it's just getting salty off camera? Because I tried to put the tripod down and I put out one of my markers. It's one of your 5 markers in the way, Tom. Yes, Ian, it is.
Well, I've not got any over here, so there we have
my
it.
cup runneth over. Right, so let's start with Sandra and Aaron, because I don't actually want to fight you, so I'm going to...
I know, but I want to fight you.
I'm going to nibble away. I am going to nibble away.
Tom.
Get wrecked, Aaron.
2 out of 4 now, successful nibbles.
Yeah, so Patrick versus a Walker.
Yep, absolutely. Come on, Walker. Gets 1.
Patrick does Patrick.
Of course he does. Has he killed about 4 walkers now? 3 or 4?
Probably, yeah. The little counter I put in the corner is going to be rapidly going up every time he goes in.
Yeah, he's done well.
Derek versus a Walker.
Come on, that Walker.
2 white dice for Derek.
2 and a headshot or a bite.
Kills it.
This has been disgraceful.
And yeah.
That is going.
That is game. Good game, I love. Good game. And we'll go to the end phase and wrap up our thoughts. And here we are at the end of the 6th turn, which I think is 4 turns longer than we thought it would last.
It is, to be fair, because I really thought I'd lost the game at turn 2.
Yeah, and Aaron is still alive.
He is. Aaron's a good character. He's a really, really strong character. He's got great stats along the board. I'd equipped him with decent stuff. He had the net, he had the hunting knife. He did well.
But most importantly, what's the score?
5-0.
Flashing party lights. So we'll go to our outro and we'll see you in a second. So remind me the score again.
Don't talk to me.
What was the score again?
Don't talk to me. It was awful.
I'm just going to enjoy the fact that, like, after all the Legion we've done and all the Walking Dead and all the dice games, everything went well.
Didn't it? I mean, I think turn 2 was
deal breaker.
Yeah, it was a deal breaker because I only had 3 models in the crew, which I still defend is a decent crew.
It's a good crew.
There was
200 points.
Yeah,
great.
there was just too much to try and claw back.
Turn 1 event card, Liam throwing his voice, Patrick throwing a bottle, and then you causing mayhem.
I felt like I had to try and cause the mayhem to try and even up the activations.
That's the one time Liam will tank a bullet. In anyone's games, it's the one time Liam will survive.
4 red dice, I would have expected 4 red dice, even if it didn't delete him, to have put 3 wounds on him maybe. But, you know, it was one of those. I still think they're a solid crew. You will definitely see them again. I've not fell out with them in any stretch.
250 so you can get a fourth character.
Yeah, when I was list building, Heath nearly made it in because he would have been the natural fourth character in there. But given we decided to go veteran skills and I wanted to try out things like the listening device, don't laugh at me, it was the best I could do.
Cheat card, the listening device.
Like the
He's walking around the satellite dish in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, you know, if you had radios, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, well, I think you can tell us your MVP. I think between Sandra and Patrick, they carried the team.
Yeah, I'd probably go Patrick. I think Patrick really swept up as you looked at it, the top half of the board, I think, as the viewers.
As much as you got the rough end of the new event cards we shuffled in, those new ones are really good. The night fighting and that and the dawn breaking is really good. And I think I got the bad end of the supply cards.
Yeah, you did actually.
With the lurker and the bomb.
And the lurker, yeah.
So, as always, going to carry on playing some more. If you've got any comments or anything you want to share, let us know in the comments below. Hopefully you will continue playing this game or maybe even consider picking it up on second-hand markets because it's so good.
It's amazing. Brilliant game.
Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one.
Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching our videos. It means the world to us. If you want to see some more, they should be over here. If you want to support this channel, keep these lights on. You can find links to our Patreon and merchandise in the description below. Take care.